Alrighty then, we are on the road again. Anyway, hello everybody. So today is the first live stream in Blue 2.0. This is the new to me Aztek I just recently bought, and that was a couple minutes ago. The car gave me a heart attack, so it's a normal Aztek. So I'm currently bacheloring it this week. My parents are out on vacation, so I'm running up to the store to go get some dinner for the week. I walk out because I feel like I'm taking this out today, and so I go out to start it. At first, all the lights and stuff come on as normal. I go to crank it, and then just everything died. Everything. The gauge cluster radio went off, no lights came on, everything just died. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. So I start panicking there that little bit because I just got this car and I just lose all power. It's like, oh, that's great. That's great. Ended up just being simply the positive battery cable being loose, thank God. Because I went to turn it, I barely even moved it like a millimeter, and everything just came right back on. So, hello, the mixed content channel. But yeah, so I'm currently driving Blue 2.0 today. We're going to head down to Owings Mills so I can do my quick shopping for the week. So I got dinner, lunch and stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna go. And if you see the thumbnail, you can definitely see that this is the new to me Aztek. It only has 95,600 miles. I've already put 400 miles on this thing already. So But yeah, so that was just a wonderful little mini heart attack I just had with this car. So, but some cool little things about this car. So as you guys can probably see there in the screen, because I haven't removed it yet, this car is from Virginia. It's got its Virginia safety inspection there. Maryland doesn't require a safety inspection except for when you first buy a used car, unless you do what I did and throw historic tags on this sucker, and you don't have to get it inspected. So I have historic tags on this car. The Aztek is officially 20 years old starting this year, so any model year Aztek after this model year can start putting them on. So like 2002 will be next year, 3 will be 2023, 4 will be 2024, and 5 will be 2025. And they'll be able to start putting historic tags on accordingly. But 2001, because this is a 2001, is officially 20 years old this year, and this car actually turned 20 years old in October of 2020, because it was manufactured in October 2020. I don't have the exact date, I just tell you that was October according to the sticker on the door jamb. But yeah, so for being a 20-year-old car and having less than 100,000 miles on it, that is amazing. And whoever owned it did their best to take as good of care of it as they could. I mean, this thing has its issues, but nothing like too serious, and nothing that like makes the car unsafe or anything like that. It's nice, and it's got a sunroof. That's probably my favorite thing about this one, is that this one has a sunroof. My other one does not. That one has a center console where the sunroof is. This one, and this one's transmission isn't all screwed up. Although it sounds like the power steering pump's probably going to be replaced sometime in the near future because it's whining a lot. but I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. I'm just thankful that the little battery. Yeah, I love it. I mean, it's an Aztek, and it's just like any other Aztek. It's got its issues by any stretch of the imagination, but I love it. It's got a working transmission, it's got a sunroof, got less than 100,000 miles. I mean, it's not going to be long until it hits 100,000 miles because I drive my cars and I like doing road trips and stuff, so it's going to hit 100,000 eventually. But you know, it's got less. It's a 20-year-old car with less than 100,000 miles on it. It was serviced at least once a year according to Carfax. It's clean, excluding 2 issues with the center, or with the dashboard and the center console, like radio area. This thing is in perfect, or the interior of this car is in immaculate condition. Starting to rain a little bit. Put new wiper blades on. I got the silicone Rain X kind, so it helps the water beat up. And I just had it in the mechanic. They replaced an bad O2 sensor and a fuel pressure sensor in the gas tank. They just did those 2 parts for me, and that was about $500. But so far, I've, you know, excluding taxes and title and stuff, I only have $4 grand in this car. You know, $3,500 to buy it and $4 grand to you know, fix the mechanical issues on it. Although I thought, again, if you missed the first few seconds of this, it gave me a mini heart attack because the positive battery cable was loose. Apparently whoever this used car lot that I bought this car from, apparently whoever they take their cars to get them serviced or whatever, whew, they do apparently a spotty job, because they didn't put an air filter in this. I didn't learn that until I had my mechanic service the car and do their check over and make sure everything on the car was good. So they didn't put an air filter in it. They didn't change the oil when they were obviously driving the car, because when they originally purchased the car and listed it for sale, this thing only had 92,000 miles. When I purchased it, it had 95,200. So they drove it and they didn't do the oil and stuff on it, but you know what, I don't care. I got another Aztek that's in really good shape for its age. It has its issues, but I love it. It's even got the upgraded sound system too. I haven't tested to see how many, if it can fit multiple CDs or not, but it so I don't know if it's the multi CD changer or not, but it's got the upgraded radio, upgraded sound system. I can actually control the sound system from the rear. You do know you can go around him, Toyota. There's a whole lane there. But yeah, this thing's in really good shape for its age. And I am stoked about it. Hopefully I'll have it for a couple years to come and be able to fix it up and make it actually like truly a nice like car show material car. Because that's my goal, is to fix it up and get it into car show condition. And because I mean I would take it to car shows as it is now. Oh my god, people, what the fuck are you doing? So it's in car show condition as it is, at least to me. I mean, it has its issues, but I would still enter it. I wouldn't be entering it to try to win. I would just be entering it just because I love these cars so much and whatnot. I'm actually considering entering it in. It looks like my town is throwing one on June, I think it was like June 19th or something like that. June 13th, 19th, something like that. I forget exactly when. I would have to look at the sign again in front of the one gas station in town. And I might actually enter it in that just for shits and giggles. You know what I mean? Just I don't care if it doesn't win. I don't care if people go, ew, it's an Aztek, ew. It makes me happy, and that's all that matters. And it's funny. I've actually, since I bought this car, I've had 2 separate people compliment it. When I went to go get my new key, I mean, I had a guy walking out go, oh my god, that's such a cool car. You know, these things are actually getting up there in age and stuff. And then the locksmith himself, apparently a relative of his owned one, and they loved it. They used to go camping and stuff in it. So it's you know, pretty neat. I've actually gotten compliments on this car. So now, one thing I will probably end up having to get done soon is that it looks like my thermostat has failed in this car and it's stuck open, which thankfully that's if your thermostat's to break or whatever, that's the failure you want, is it to be stuck open. Because my car runs really, really cool. I saw the pending code to throw the check engine light for it, so I'm not too worried about it, because that's something that, I mean, it can hurt your gas mileage and the car's engine can run a little rich, so you shouldn't go too long without fixing it. But I'm not going to be like rushing it down to the mechanic being like, you need to fix this now. I'm just going to be like, yeah, I'll live with it for a little bit and I'll finally get fixed when I need to. So I can put some money away for it. or at least pay down my balance on my one credit card so I can put it on there again. But yeah, it's so that's probably going to throw a check engine light sooner or later, because I've already seen the code pending. So it's just more of a waiting for it to actually trip instead of just sitting there pending. But again, it's stuck open, not closed, so the coolant is running the engine, keeping the engine really cool instead of maintaining, you know, just because these cars have a tendency to overheat and stuff and like blow head gaskets and all that other good stuff. Hey look, it's Baltimore County. Popo. You must have a call, because that's the only reason why they ever come up this way. But yeah. Oh, and I'm also been in love with this thing's gas mileage, because this car's transmission isn't all screwed up as in the other one. I'm currently averaging 24.6 miles per gallon. Earlier this morning, I took my parents to the airport this morning, and I filled up right before we left. I was actually getting about 27 miles per gallon averaging. So an early 2000s GM SUV with a V6, and I was getting 27 miles per gallon highway. That is amazing. Right now it's 24, but I was doing some idling and stuff earlier, because when I figured it out and got the battery cable reconnected and stuff, it was just like, oh, look at that, now it works. Let me just let it run idle for a minute and see what happens. So I also plan on doing a second live stream in a little bit. Once I get to the supermarket and stuff, I'll probably be a little bit, because this is actually like an actual shopping run, not just a let me just run in here real quick and grab 1 or 2 things. I'm going to be grabbing stuff for dinner this whole week, so. And because I'm horrible at cooking, I'm probably going to, you know, just get in-box stuff and stuff that's already made, so I don't have to worry about cooking it. Well, putting it together, I should say. We're gonna go through town too. I'm not gonna take the highway. I feel like driving this down 140 just because I'm trying to stretch its legs because this thing sat for a week. So this past week I was staying at my relative's house sitting, elder sitting, because my grandmother was there too, and so I was doing that over the past week, and so I was just primarily driving the Crown Victoria because my grandmother has easier time getting in and out of it than my two SUVs that sit high. So I'm trying to stretch both the Aztek's legs a little bit, and I drove the other one yesterday doing a puppuccino run, and now I got this one today, stretching its legs. Because the worst thing you can do to a car is just let it sit. Now, a week won't really have an issue, but you shouldn't let cars sit for extended periods of time because it can actually cause the seals and stuff to start going bad. And I actually know of a Ford van, one of those bigger vans or whatnot. I forget what they're called, like Ecoline or whatever. I forget what they're called. Just turn all right. Good God, Jim. And yeah, this one van in particular, they didn't drive it a whole lot. This one organization I know of, and as a result, the seals in the transmission actually went bad and failed. And so one day when they actually needed this van, it didn't go into gear because it didn't have any pressure in the transmission. So, yeah. The worst thing you can do to a car is just let it sit. And it's important to just get in it and just drive it around once in a while. I also hope all y'all have a good Memorial Day weekend. You know, and hopefully everyone remembers the real reason why we celebrate Memorial Day weekend and remember to honor the fallen of our armed forces, because without them, we would not have the beautiful country that we have today. Without their sacrifice, we would not have the awesome, beautiful country that we live in today with the rights and privileges that many, many, many people around the world don't have. I'm not saying, and don't get me wrong, I don't think we are perfect by any stretch of the imagination. There are a lot of things that we need to work on and fix, but at the same time, people need to remember that there are places in this world that you can't just get in your car and decide to drive across country for a day. There are countries in this world that you can't do that. You have to have special permission to leave the area that you live in. So it's that's one of the beautiful things about this place. If you want to do a road trip, you can just get in your car and just go. You don't have to tell anyone. You don't have to get special permission from the government. You can just get in your car and go wherever you want to go. Chick-fil-A! Sadly, you're closed. for the next 3 miles. I sure hope it does. Like, I hope it works longer than 3 miles. Oklahoma, the winds come sweeping through the plains. Just like the other one, I think this one has that slight exhaust leak somewhere because you can hear it. It's not big, but it's there. Which I laugh because the other one has it too. I think it's funny, like the different quirks that are like the same in both cars and whatnot. Like, now some of these cars have completely different like issues, and other ones have, you know, they all have like the same certain ones. Like one of the things that I noticed in this car that's similar to the other one, that the paint has chipped in the exact same locations as my other one. So it's like, so that's a either design or factory defect that affected those two cars. It's like, I don't know if you can really see it on the camera or not, but the paint has chipped a little bit there on the hood near the edge. On mine, it's actually in the exact same spot, only a little bit bigger than this one. And then on the driver or passenger side door, there's a chip too, in the exact same spot near the I forget what they call it. The one section though. So I laugh at those. There's the speed camera. I go 40. Now, and just like the other one, this thing's speedometer is also off by like 2 to 3 miles per hour, depending on what day it is, what it feels like doing that day. Because the other one's the exact same way. Only, at least in this one, the speedometer goes all the way down to 0. The other car, it's perpetually always going 2 miles an hour. It goes down and just stays at about 2 miles an hour all the time. This one, at least, goes all the way down to 0. So, yeah. Also, before I started the stream, I had to do one of my favorite things in these cars, and I had to recalibrate the compass. Since it didn't have any power, the compass reset. So I had to go in and reprogram the compass and this, so I knew, or so the car knows what direction it's heading. And I had a little fun driving in a circle in the parking lot. In fact, the parking lot that I started the stream in. I love the looks that people give you because you're just driving in a circle, minding your own business, because that's how you reprogram the compass in this car. You know, had to set it to what zone we're in, which we're in zone 10, I think. That's what it said, I think. And I put that in, and I'm driving in a circle, and now it's like, okay. Got all the people doing like 5 miles an hour because they can't just hit a bump in the roadway. Oh my god, there's a bump in the road. My suspension. Excuse me. Oh my god, there's a manhole cover. I gotta drive around it instead of just hitting it. You know, my car suspension's not there for a reason. Anywho, I'm getting close to the supermarket I'm going to, so it's actually not this light, but the next light. Technically, I could turn at this light if I wanted to, but so I will be ending the stream in a few moments here, but I'm not gonna say I absolutely will or not. Depends on how I feel when I come out of the store, but I may or may not run another one when I stream on the way back. So. How about you guys signal that you're turning? Great. Alrighty then. Good old Foundry Row and Owings Mills. Time to see if how things are here. I have no idea what their rules are going to be when it comes to the masks and stuff. Nice stop there, Honda. Beautiful stop, you know, just almost like they're, you know, greatest stop I think I've ever seen in my life. Let's see, where are we going to park today? Nope, just let your passenger out here. Y'all love the entitlement here in Baltimore County. Again, just walk out from a moving cars. Back into the space. Again, just, you know, walk right behind the moving car people, you know. God, I hate fucking people. I really do hate fucking people. I didn't get that good. Alrighty then. Well, thank you guys for those who tuned in for tuning in. If you like these streams or whatnot, I will be most likely running another one next like 30 minutes to an hour or so. I can't really say with that, absolute certainty or not, just because it depends on how I feel when I come out of the store. But yeah. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.